Hey guys, if you want to know 5 of the best exercises designed to really knock off that lower belly fat, then make sure you stick around and watch this video because I'm going to give you my 5 favorite exercises. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com. All right, like I said, 5 most effective exercises for eliminating lower belly fat. I get that you can't spot reduce. I'm not saying you can spot reduce. I want to get that out of the way first. Basically, I realize, and I hope you realize, you need to create a caloric deficit. You need to make sure that you're eating, as far as nutrition wise, you're eating to get you to that lower weight, to lose the belly fat, all right? So basically that means just creating a caloric deficit, either carb cycling, intermittent fasting, utilizing one of those strategies that's designed to really get that fat off fast. All right, but the 5 things that you can do to help. First one is make sure you're doing a high intensity cardio. All right, high intensity interval training, anabolic cardio, metabolic cardio, something designed to really get the metabolism boosted. All right, because that's one of the other things. It's like you can create a caloric deficit through nutrition, but when you combine it with nutrition and high intensity exercise, you're gonna get even quicker results. All right, so the very first thing you should be focusing on is getting into that high intensity interval training. So when you're doing that, I'm talking about little sprint intervals. So pick 5, 6, or 7 sprints a day, do it every other day. Just go all out for 20 seconds, rest 40. 20 seconds all out, rest 40. Do that for 5 minutes. Then build up to 6 minutes and 7 minutes, all right? Just focus on progressing. But if you do that, then you're gonna get into that afterburn effect, which is gonna create your metabolism to where it's burning throughout the rest of the day, all right? That's one of the big benefits of doing high intensity interval training. All right, second exercise you should be doing, you should be focused on is resistance training, all right? If your goal is to build muscle, if your goal is to lose weight, to get rid of lower belly fat, whatever your goal is, resistance training has to be included. It needs to be included, especially if you want to do it optimally, all right? Because when you incorporate resistance training, you're getting that hormone boost as well. And as an older guy, let me tell you, you want to make sure you're focused on boosting your hormone levels. Because if you've got plummeted testosterone levels and growth hormone levels and your elevated cortisol levels, then you're never going to get rid of that lower belly fat, all right? So the first thing to do is make sure you're focused on resistance training that utilizes compound lifts, the multi-joint lifts, all right? The squats. It doesn't have to be a back squat. It can be a goblet squat, front squat, whatever type of squat variation, just make sure you're incorporating squats. And a deadlift, bench press, overhead press, all right? Pull-ups or pull-downs. You start doing those type of exercises consistently, and then you're gonna start boosting your metabolism, all right? That's the key to getting rid of all of that fat down here. You've got to get rid of the fat everywhere, and unfortunately for us guys, the lower belly, the sides, that's the last place it wants to come off. So you really need to hone in on your resistance training and your high intensity interval cardio sessions. If you do those, that's going to keep you in a huge caloric deficit, and you're going to get that huge boost of hormones as well. That's the key to getting that lower belly fat off. All right, the next 3 exercises are all designed to actually target the lower abs. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you get the fat off of your body, if you never work your abs, then you don't have that nice musculature underneath. If you want to get the fat off and have nice abs to look at, that look attractive, then these exercises will help, all right? So all of the 3 exercises I'm giving you are designed to really hone in on the lower ab area, all right? I'm gonna show you the 3 exercises, and then I'm gonna give you a specific tip at the end of these that you can utilize to burn fat even faster utilizing these exercises, all right? All right, but the first exercise I wanna share with you is a lying leg raise, okay? The goal with the lying leg raise is to make sure your lower back is pressed firmly into the floor. It's easy once you lift your legs here, it's easy for people to extend, all right? You're gonna see that my lower back going up off the ground. So to prevent that, you actually need to press and contract your abs. Press and contract your abs. Keep your hands to your side if you need to for balance. Then get your heels off the floor and then Raise, back down. Raise. When I say down, don't allow your heels to touch though. Keep the tension on your abs while you're doing these by keeping your heels off the ground slightly. Focus. Let's go one more. All right, lying leg raise. All right, the lying leg raise is one of my favorite exercises for doing these. Next thing I want to do, it's a variation, it's a reverse crunch. All right, you're going from a fully extended leg position to really target that lower ab area. Now you're going to go from the straight fully extended position, but you're bringing your knees towards your chest. All right, everything else is similar. It should remain constant. You should still be pressing your lower back into the ground. Keep your hands here or up here. When I actually do my reverse crunches, I like keeping my hands right under my head for support. The key here though is don't tuck your neck. You want to make sure your neck remains neutral. All right, bring your heels off, knees up, stretch, knees up, stretch. When you extend your legs all the way out here, you're adding resistance. So resistance is what's going to help build the abs as well. Instead of just going through non-resistance reps, it's going to help strengthen. You're adding resistance, which is going to help build nice abs down here at the bottom. All right, so that's the second lower ab exercise you're going to be doing. Third and final that I really like, I like the hanging knee raise. All right, it's similar to a leg raise. If you notice people that do the legs straight out, it is slightly, it's more of an advanced movement. However, that requires really strong hip flexors as well. And I like to eliminate the hip flexors as much as possible. So I actually prefer doing the hanging leg raises with my knees as opposed to a straight leg. So the goal here is not to just bring your knees up and go through the motion. It's to curl your lower hips up towards your sternum. That's how your abs are designed to contract. Sternum here, pelvis here, bring them closer together in a contracted position. Contract, stretch, all right? It's the same concept when you're doing the hanging knee raises. All right, I like to get a good stretch at the bottom, curl, stretch. Breathe also when you're doing these, the breath is really important. Breathe out on the contraction. Yeah. You should really feel these in your lower abs, all right? So that's the goal, is rounding your lower hips. When you do that, you're shortening that range. You're getting them closer to your sternum, which is creating that contraction that you need to build the abs. Again, the reason I like this one is because you're using resistance. The weight of your lower legs and gravity are utilizing enough resistance to really focus on building your lower abs. Because it's one thing to have just skinny abs, it's something else to have a six-pack, all right? These exercises are adding resistance designed to give you that six-pack, to build the muscle to give you the separation. But hopefully you like these exercises. It doesn't take a whole lot, all right? When you're doing these type of exercises, it doesn't take a whole lot as long as you're doing the other tips, as long as you're doing the high intensity interval training, as long as you're focused on eating right, adding your resistance training, all right? The big tip I wanted to share with you at the end of these to make this work even better is to combine these exercises with a metabolic exercise. For instance, right after I did my leg raises, if I would turn around and do mountain climbers, all right? Lay back, do reverse crunches. Turn around, do side to side mountain climbers. All right, combining a metabolic exercise with a resistance exercise is actually going to help drive more blood into that lower abdominal area. More blood, more fat oxidation. So that's one of the big benefits. So you want to make sure you're doing both of those together to get the most benefits, the most optimal benefits to help you burn fat as soon as possible, but especially and specifically in that area. All right, again, you truly cannot spot reduce. I'm not saying that at all, but you can drive enough blood into a specific area to help increase fat oxidation. So it's pretty close to spot reduction. So that being said, if you have any questions about any of these exercises, feel free to comment, let me know. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share it with some of your buddies, man. Some of your buddies, people you work with. We're trying to get this channel to continue to grow, so please do that. Also, check out some of these other videos we have. We got some great videos on nutrition, on other ab exercises. A lot of things you can do to get you looking better, feeling better at any age. And guys, other than that, that's all I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.